I said that in my next video, I would talk about something different, and I really want to do that. I also want to talk about something that I think you guys would be able to give your insight on as well, because I want to hear more opinions, and I wonder if you guys can change my mind about some of these things. I came up with this topic because actually I didn't come up with it. I just searched up my opinion on in YouTube and saw Jaden Animation's video called My Opinion on Traveling. I played it in the background while doing some tasks and began to brainstorm some of my own experiences and opinions on traveling, and I was like, yes, I will talk about this. I actually have a lot to talk about, so put up your tray tables and buckle in your seatbelts, everybody. In Jaden's video, she talked about passports, and I've got a few bones to pick with passports. I think a lot of people can relate when I say I hate passport photos. In my passport photo, I look freaking bald and I couldn't smile, so I look bald and mean. The way I style my hair is that I have curtain bangs because I have a big forehead, but I couldn't do that in my photo, so I literally look like Humpty Dumpty. My hair's in a ponytail that's completely hidden behind my head, so I also look like I got a buzz cut or have a slick back or something. And both of those are hairstyles that don't suit me. To make matters worse, the photo was taken super close to my face, so it's just bad in all aspects. At this point, I don't even need to provide any more examples, but I'm still going to because I'm so mad. Do you guys remember that one trend on TikTok where it's like you show your face zooms in and then you show it from far away with that like zooming in filter, and that's how your face is really supposed to look like? I wish I could have taken my photo like that. Because according to, TikTok, the most trustworthy site, right? That's how your face is supposed to really look. So why can't we all take our photos like that if it's like supposedly more accurate, you know? Okay, I think I need to stop talking about this before I get like actually tilted. So let me tell you guys some stories, because for some reason I have two vivid stories of crying on the plane. But it wasn't because of the plane, okay? I'm not like scared of planes or heights or anything. Actually, I'm kind of scared of heights, but like planes are like fun, okay? Let me just tell you what happened. I remember when I was younger, I was reading The Last Olympian on the plane. By the way, I freaking love Percy Jackson. If you want to talk about Percy Jackson to me, I could talk to you for hours about that. But anyway, I vividly remember reading the part where Luke died, and then the book went to his mom, May's POV, where she was quote unquote alone in her kitchen, baking cookies and making sandwiches for a son who would never come home. Let me tell you, I started crying when I read that. Bro, I was so sad. Like, don't stab me in the heart like that, man. You can't just say that. That's so fucking sad to think about. And when I read that, I just thought about all the other demigods who had died and their single parents are even more alone. Or just these kids, they just have an absent parent who can hardly show themselves and they're so lonely in such a dangerous world. It makes me so sad, man. On a more recent plane ride, I watched the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. I saw that its genre was supposed to be comedy, but I was not fucking prepared for what I was about to watch. I'd seen that photo of the guy saying, in another life, I would have really liked just doing laundry and taxes with you, but I never understood the context or significance of it. Well, now I fucking do! My guess before watching it was that they were in love, but it didn't work out. And I guess that's true in that universe, but with the added context of that laundry and taxes life being the one where Evelyn constantly made the wrong choice and was living the worst version of herself, is the life that the guy would have enjoyed the most. It's just so heartbreaking to me, man. This movie is genuinely evil to me as another Asian because the scene at the end where Evelyn apologizes to her daughter is what made me actually bawl in the fucking public ass plane, man. My family's never really vulnerable or honest to each other, and I'm the most emotional by far, so this just shot me 10 times in the heart. God, I was really trying to be quiet, and I'm so happy that most people were asleep and they weren't like giving food anytime soon. I was able to like hold it in pretty good, so I don't think many people noticed. I'm also happy that my first experience watching it was via the low quality video and audio of the Plains TV, because if I saw it in any better light, I think I would have been sobbing genuinely loudly. I don't think I would have been able to keep it in. The second time I watched the movie was in better quality, but I wasn't really crying because I already expected what would happen, but it still tugged at my heartstrings. I don't think this movie would have worked if the family was any race other than Chinese. They're Chinese in every universe and subject to the same relationship. On a more happy note, something I do like about airports, not airplanes, is I like the trains and the moving sidewalks. Okay, this sounds really autistic that I'm talking about planes and trains, but whatever. I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. The trains in airports are so freaking cool, man. Like, I have vivid memories of sitting in the very back with the huge window and looking behind at the very large and dark tunnel. And it was kind of fascinating, but also scary. Like, I remember wondering, how did they build this? And how is this train a train? You know? I wish there were more what? I wish there were more trains in airports. I prefer those over shuttles. Like sometimes the shuttles are kind of ghetto and stinky. And I guess that trains can be like that sometimes too, but they're cooler, you know? I'm not autistic, guys, I swear. Not that there's anything wrong with that, just I don't think that's me. If in the future I reveal an autism diagnosis, don't remind me of this video, please. I also gotta talk about the moving sidewalks because those are so freaking awesome. I love walking on them, and it's cool because you get the choice to like stand still and move leisurely, or continue walking and move fast like Sonic. I don't understand why they're only in airports. They'd be so helpful on like sidewalks, and maybe they'd help make America a more walkable country. It'd be kind of ugly though. Like, pretty cities have lots of greenery, and having this gray mechanical conveyor might ruin the beauty. But hear me out. If in the future our world looked like that futuristic world meme, then the conveyors would fit right in, and you could still have like lots of trees and grass. Actually, by that point, there'd probably be much faster modes of transportation. But if you still want a leisurely stroll in the park, then you can not walk and instead stand on the conveyor that walks for you. Final opinion, planes need more brain rot forms of entertainment because I cannot keep crying anymore. I want YouTube Shorts on my plane TV, please. I want to log into that for my multi-hour long plane ride so I can dopamine max super hard. I won't cry anymore. I won't even be angry or happy or emotional at all anymore. I'll be so freaking locked in. I'll be like an iPad kid that isn't aware of anything happening around them. And then when the plane finally lands and it's that bumpy shit, I won't even notice it. I also learned this new editing trick to add my own subtitles to the video, but I'm not sure where's a good spot to put them since I have such colorful gameplay in the back. If you have any suggestions on how I should do my subtitles, I'd love to hear it because they're for you to be able to follow along better.